Hello there! Make him wait, make him wait, make him wait.
Hello?
The
Hello, Professor?
Is building.
Professor?
Anticipation, and welcome to the world of Pokemon.
There it is.
Oh, jeez.
See,
I was
wasn't that
so
so
worried
much
there.
better that you had to wait for it?
I was holding my heartbeat. I couldn't do anything until you finished it. Ooh, got a little woozy there.
That doesn't make any sense. Anyways, my name is Professor Jacob. Thank you so much for attending this lecture on Pokemon biology. Joining me here in the classroom today is, of course, well, I say classroom, and nobody else can see this, but I did put heavy air quotes on that. We aren't really in a classroom today.
It's a fun little daycare area. It's where we were with Pichu lesson. This was fun.
Sure, I'll say this before I introduce everybody else. Class is taking place in the daycare, which is south of the Goldenrod City.
My wonderful hosts who have let me set up shop in their shed out back.
I'll say that.
My home
where you
deserve.
deserve.
Fast. Wait, so say that 10 times fast, Mr. Curtis.
Let me set up shop in the shed out back. Shop out back.
Just say shop in the shed
Watch your
out
mouth,
back.
Mr. Curtis.
Shop in the shed out back.
Mr. Curtis,
Shop in the shed out back. Shop in the shed out back. Shop in the shed out back. There you go.
That was 10 times. You got me.
That was 10 times. You got it.
Yeah.
That's right.
What happened to counting?
See, this isn't a math class. I don't do math. But anyways, so yes, thank you to the lovely elderly couple. I believe their names are Eleanor and Harold Rigby. So they let us in. We're already in the room here. We figured we'd start the recording when we.
Where are all
got
the
in room.
Pichus?
There's no Pichus today. We're going to be learning about a different Pokemon. I think they're going to corral all these baby Pokemon in here in a second. Hold on. Joining me here today is, of course, my teaching assistant, Mr. Curtis. So you could please say hello to everybody.
Professor, please, you didn't have to introduce me.
Okay, then I'll move on. Also joining us here in the class today is the young trainer in training, Corbin. Corbin, please say hello.
What's up? It's good to be here back in class. I was playing with the It's good to be here back in class. But I like the location change. I have enjoyed the last couple weeks. Being here, and I played with some of the Pichus again before the professor ushered me into the classroom in here. Also, Mrs. Eleanor made some dope cookies.
She made more cookies. Wait! I didn't see the cookies.
There weren't any cookies at all. It was really weird. Did I say cookies?
Now that I'm getting a good look at you, there's cookie crumbles all over your shirt.
Wow.
And there's definitely chocolate.
You come over here, Corbin.
No, you don't need to.
If you get any cookies, you have to pay the cookie tax to the professor.
I may have had 1 to 9 cookies for breakfast this morning before class started, okay? It's not a big deal. It's been a while since we had a cookie party, so I threw myself one.
That's 3 cookies for each of us. Are you sure those weren't for the whole class?
No.
To be fair, Corbin's standard breakfast is 7 to 9 cookies. So.
Okay, no. I usually have 1 cookie and then oatmeal, okay? I have a healthy balance. I got carried away. It's been a while since we had a cookie party. You guys remember we used to do cookie parties?
I think we did one cookie party. One cookie party.
I threw a couple. I don't think you guys showed up. But we did a cookie party, remember? Those were the days. Now look at us, living large. We got a Patreon. We got millions of listeners. I mean,
exiled
we're large
from
and in
our
charge.
Home, forced to move to a new region where we don't know anybody and have no friends. Good. It's really looking up for us, honestly.
I think my roommate's warming up to me a little bit.
Yeah, the Mr. Rhyme.
He's not. He just dresses like one.
I don't know. He's pretty convincing.
So Greg, right?
Gordon
is a human, right?
Gordon is a human. He is 150% human. He looks like a Mr. Rhyme. He's a big fan. Sometimes he gets a little too carried away with how well he emulates them, but Gordon is a human. My roommate is a human.
Okay, well, I haven't met Gordon, so
better if you did.
I'll take your word for it for now, but maybe going forward, maybe I'll make it a point to see Gordon in this next week, and then I can come back and report, whether or not Gordon is human or it's a human that dresses up like a Mr. Rhyme.
Professor, I'll scope him out for you.
No, I got it. Don't you worry.
That's fine. He's a little shyer than I am. I'm a more outgoing child than he is.
Shire, isn't that where hobbits live?
What's a hobbit?
You know, hobbits, the little guys from Lord of the Ursa Rings.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, good ones. Good ones.
Yeah, I remember that, Professor.
So they, I don't know, it's taking them the Rigby's so long to get these baby Pokemon. You know what? While we're waiting, I have a couple of Gengar mails here.
Okay,
I could
sure.
read them if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
The first one comes to us from Krill. They say, "Hello, Professor Jacob, Corbin, and Mr. Curtis. My name is Krill, pronounced Krill.
What's good?
Like the thing whale lords eat."
Very good, very good.
Is that what Pokemon is a Krill now?
It's a thing whale lords eat. I think we've talked about these kind of like krill before. I think there was another Pokemon that also ate it, and we were like, "What's that?
What's that?"
Here we are again.
I know.
We need a Pokedex entry for it.
Time is a flat circle. The Gengar mail goes on to say, "I joined late this class, but I have since caught up with all the lessons. My favorite Pokemon are Psyduck and Scolipede."
Who?
That's a Pokemon?
Scoliopedes? Is that... for some reason I think it's supposed to be Scoliopod. Maybe I'm wrong.
That doesn't sound real.
Yeah, it's actually Scolipede, but I mean,
it is
is it? Is it actually?
Scolipede, yeah.
It is absolutely not pronounced like that. It's Scolipede.
Scolipede, but you know, I'm not gonna correct you, Professor. So I'm sorry.
Thank you. It sounds like you are, but whatever. Anyways, so my favorite Pokemon are Psyduck and Scolipede.
Oh, Psyduck's a good choice though.
Psyduck is, I mean, it's kind of it's like
a
little yellow guy.
Hey.
Listen, we all like to laugh at Perry, but I mean,
Perry is
Perry?
Awesome. Perry is a wonderful soul. You leave him out of this.
Okay. Huh? All right, that was a test. That was a test. I was making sure we all really like Perry, and it's true we do.
I would die for him, and I do not say that lightly.
You would die for him? I would kill for him, so...
I would kill you for him.
All right, we're under...
Whoa, you better be careful.
So Krill says, "This is my first email I'm sending you guys, and I hope it
Congratulations on your first email. I'm glad it was sent to us."
Yeah, I'm happy to be the first. Lately, I have been thinking about how Mr. Curtis says this is his 7th time taking this class. So I thought, how long has Mr. Curtis been assisting, and they put assisting in quotes, this class? So I decided to do the calculations myself, so you don't have to.
Oh, good.
After some time of calculating, I came up with 34 and a half years. If this seems like a low number, keep in mind that when Mr. Curtis started, quote-unquote, assisting these classes, there weren't as many Pokemon in the National Pokedex. Also, take this with a grain of salt. I am not the best at math, and these results are probably not 100% accurate. Mr. Curtis! 34 years? That can't be. Mr.
Curtis, are you 34 years old? Would you like to confirm that bit of lore for the kids at home?
Of course not. Of course. I'm not 34 years old. Does this body look like a 34-year-old to you?
Oh God, no, it does not. Please put your jacket down.
Okay. Please. All right. Thank you. Yes. To be honest, I can't remember a time where I wasn't assisting the professor. My entire life is assisting the professor and breeding Spinarak. And anything I was before that point, or whoever I was before that point, who knows? Don't know.
I mean, I don't think anybody knows what you are right now, actually.
I mean...
But how long have you been... How old are you?
All right, let me clear this up. So, used to be that the school restricted my class to 9 months, right? I had to get the class, all of the Pokemon done within 9 months. Right? But since we've started recording the lessons and, putting them so virtual students can listen, they've relaxed on that restriction. So I'm taking it slow. I'm doing it the way that I think it should be done, and that's 1 Pokemon a week. So we used to get these done a lot quicker.
I'm sure many people would like that as well.
It was a nightmare. It was.
I bet it was
the worst thing.
Can you imagine doing over 1,000 Pokemon in just 9 months?
Well, it wasn't always 1,000 Pokemon.
Right,
That's true.
But sourcing all of them, getting them, prepped for class, just the time it takes for me to fill out the paperwork for each one of the students.
Yeah. We obviously had to do multiple Pokemon a day, and there was no weekends. It was just.
This is right.
It was just Pokemon
every
all the time.
day, 7 days a week. I mean,
Yeah,
honestly.
Yeah,
honestly, I didn't, I kind of like that, to be honest.
And I was like bright-eyed and bushy-tailed too. So I was like a little furret. I was so young and so excited to teach. So I was
didn't
doing
know
like
anything.
5-page essays for each Pokemon.
That's
for
right.
Each lesson. It was, and I was grading them all until I got burnt out. Honestly,
I don't blame you. And then now everything's better now that I'm here, and you get to space it out a week at a time.
One of those is true.
Professor, can we go back to doing at least like 2 lessons a week?
Do not put that in the listeners' heads. Do not.
I mean, if only our editor would be willing to edit more, then I would love to do it.
So I got word from Portia actually, and she said that she told me, and I did ask her about if we would do 2 lessons a week because we've been asked that before, and she told me if we hit the Patreon goal, the very small achievable goal of $10,000 a month, then we will do 2 lessons a week.
That sounds
okay.
reasonable. Honestly, Portia, that's pretty fair and equitable.
Yeah.
Fair and equitable. Play it now.
There's the music.
It's too early for the music.
Portia can play it whenever she wants.
No, I'm kidding. It's not early enough. Play it.
Play it again.
Oh, I love that. I love that music.
I know you do.
It's so good.
I know you do. Makes you so happy, little boy.
Now to the extreme FNE music.
Oh! That's even better.
I'm still reading Krill's email.
Okay,
take your time.
Sorry.
Anyways, so it's almost done. They say, so this was my first Gengar mail I sent in. Hopefully I will be able to write some essays in the future. Well, I hope you do too. I love getting essays from students. If you do, though, make sure to do it like 4 to 5 weeks in advance for the Pokemon that you, because these lessons are planned so early on, and if you don't get it in early, then we just can't include it. It also says, if this happens to get a gold star, I would like to gift my gold star to Corbin.
I will take it. Thank you very much.
Well, you know what? Unfortunately, even though you said that you like Scolipede, you're only getting a bronze star this week. So, yeah.
You want the bronze star, Corbin?
I think I'm worthy of a gold star, and I will refrain from now. Thank you.
No, I'm just kidding. You expressed your love for the greatest type that there is, and that is the bug type. So I will give you a gold star, and I guess we can scratch one off the negative deficit for Corbin.
Woo!
Where does that put him?
I think that means you're down at. You're negative 2
I think
now.
I'm back.
You weren't.
I think I'm where I'm supposed to be. No, I'm where I'm supposed to be now.
No.
Wait, in your own words, you're supposed to be at 0.
Well, I mean, I
clip it, Portia. Clip it and play it over.
No, I'm not supposed to be at 0, but I was at a negative deficit, and now I'm back up. Either way, this is semantics. We got to keep going on.
It's true. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I'm sure avid virtual students will be able to tell us exactly how many gold stars you have.
Yeah.
All right. So thank you, Krill, for that wonderful Gengar mail. I have another one here. It comes to us from Speaks.
Mm-hmm.
Speaks says, "Hello, Professor Jacob, Corbin, and most importantly, Mr. Curtis."
Whoa, kissing butt. Give him the gold star already.
Please, I appreciate that, but really, the most important person in this is Professor J over here. So.
J-Man, Professor J-Man.
I still don't like
the
it. I still don't like
PJ-Man.
it.
I'm the PJ Man. I'll put you to sleep. Like that? I've been working on that.
PJ Man, right over there. He's like a comfortable pair of clothes that you put on before bed.
No.
PJ Man's got you counting wooloos.
PJ Man's voice is like those soft, fuzzy pants.
No, I'm like, you get in a fight with me. I knock you out, put you to sleep. Am I menacing? I'm going for menacing right now. Is it working? Is it coming across?
You're more like a flannel shirt. That's what I'm getting at you right now. But it's good.
It's cozy.
I mean, where cozy, warm,
and a little bit scratchy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, where would we be without our flannel shirts?
Professor, I'm bored.
What else is new? Okay, so Speaks goes on to say, "My name is Speaks.
Hi."
And because the Spinnerack lesson comes soon,
yeah, you could tell. You could tell the delay in us reading emails and when they get sent.
Yeah, but like also you can't deny there have been Gengar mails in every single lesson. There have been like 2 in every single lesson.
I mean, yeah.
So we're trying.
We're trying
our
and
best.
that's not even. We're not even reading all of them.
So let me just alter this a little bit so it's accurate to the current time. My name is Speaks, and because the Spinnerack lesson came and went recently.
Oh, right, exactly. A few weeks ago. Mm-hmm.
I wrote a poem about Mr. Curtis and his army of legendary Spinneracks.
Disgusting.
Here it goes.
I'm so ready. Give me the drum roll.
No.
Well, I'm gonna give it to Corbin. I'm gonna let Corbin read the poems because he always.
Oh,
does.
I love it.
Do I have to read the poem?
Wow! All of a sudden, he doesn't want to rhyme.
If it's about how great he is, I don't really care. You know what I mean?
What about how great who is?
If it's a poem about Mr. Curtis, is it not?
I don't want to read it. I guess I could give it to Mr. Curtis and he could read it.
Let me read it. Let him read it.
All right, here you go, Mr. Curtis.
Oh, okay. Quick, let me just get a quick little.
You know what? I'll read it. I lied. I'll read it. Give it back. I'll read it.
All right, he took the mic.
All right.
Me.
Stupid Mr. Curtis. You're stupid, Mr. Curtis. Here we go. All right, this poem is by Speaks, and it's called "Together Strong."
Together strong.
Mr. Curtis wakes up. The Spinneracks come.
Oh, no! Stop! Hey.
What?
Once again with feeling.
Mr. Curtis wakes up. The Spinneracks come. Curtis gets the feeding done. The assistant walks to school, not slow. Don't matter if there's rain or snow. He helps the professor day and night while the Spinneracks are at home. But that's just right. Spinneracks alone are often weak, but many together the powers at peak. Even Mewtwo shivers in fear when Curtis's Spinneracks are near. Mr. Curtis gets home. The Spinneracks are sleepy again, and in the next week the cycle starts again. The end.
All right.
Chills.
That was incredible.
Shivers.
You know, every time, since there is still a Mewtwo out there. Wait, no. Wait, we caught the Mewtwo, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay, good. Never mind. I was going to say, I get a little bit nervous every time we say Mewtwo's name. I just don't want to.
No, it's in the ball. You captured it again. What happened with that ball remains ambiguous, and we'll let the listeners come up with their own theories. I don't know. Professor, what did you do with the ball? With Mewtwo.
What happened to
the
it?
The Pokeball with Mewtwo.
Well, it went up to my uncle's breeding farm up region in Kansas.
You're gonna subject Mewtwo to breeding?
Yeah, it's like all of them.
We cannot let there be more Mewtwo's in the world. We didn't do that. Maybe I told Mr. Curtis that we did that, but we didn't actually do that.
What you lied to me?
Yeah, he lies to you all the time. He says he likes you.
Listen, I put the Mewtwo Pokeball in a very, very special secret location under lock and key that only I have. So,
it's in your nightstand, isn't it?
It tastes no.
Right above your slippers.
I mean, it doesn't matter that my nightstand does fulfill all those requirements.
Hey, you're not supposed to know about his nightstand slippers.
You told me about it in detail about every corner of his bedroom,
Mr. Curtis.
Hey, listen. I would never. Okay, all right. You know what?
I don't mind. I'm just jotting down here. Nothing. It's definitely not. You can re-hide the Mewtwo Pokeball.
What?
No. Of course,
I'm just writing something down because I remembered. I don't want to forget something that's unimportant. Anyways, Speaks' Gengar mail finishes by saying, "I hope you read my poem in the Spinnerack lesson."
We did.
Oops, sorry. Hopefully, this is a good second option. Anyways, they say, have a great time learning, Speaks. So, thank you so much for the wonderful poem. You will get extra credit for that, of course.
Of course.
Mr. Curtis, I mean, do I even need to ask if he gets a gold star?
Of course not. Of course he gets a gold star. In fact, he gets 2.
Oh!
Whoa!
2 gold stars.
My goodness.
For Speaks. Thank you, Speaks, for enlightening the world and your fellow classmates to the great beauty that is Spinnerack and my life with the Spinnerack. And you know what? Just everything is great when it comes to bug types. So just everybody remember that.
It was a very good poem because much like how the Spinnerack, Mr. Curtis's Spinneracks in real life, cause innate fear in my body every time he brings them up. Really poem also gave me a sense of dread. So great job. Okay, so that does it for Gengar Mails today. We're still waiting on Mr. and Mrs. Rigby. Does anybody want to, while we're waiting, does anybody want to guess what Pokemon we're learning about today?
It's okay.
Is it Decidueye, Professor?
Is it another baby Pokemon?
It is a baby Pokemon, yes.
Is it?
Would you like to
it's
amend your
Rowlet.
guess?
It's Rowlet.
No, it's Mime Jr. this time.
It's not. No, it's not Mr. Mime Jr. or Mime Jr.
You sure?
Vikavolt?
Did you see how sad he got when it wasn't Mime Jr.? Almost like...
Why? It's a cute one. What are you talking about? What do you mean?
Almost like he was sad he wasn't getting to see a friend, a family member.
What are you talking about?
I know.
I have
I
no
can see
family
it's
members
weird.
that are-
His hair kind of drooped.
All right,
a
I
little
get
bit,
it.
too.
Ha ha ha.
That's wild.
Hoo. He's a Mr. Mime. No, he's not. All right, continue. Who is it?
Okay, today we are learning about Cleffa.
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Who does that
So
evolve
let's-
into? Clefairy?
Yes. As I was going to say, we've already learned about the evolved form of this Pokemon, much like last
The hot
week.
air balloon Pokemon.
Yes, as Mr. Curtis
The one that
says.
squeezes in between rocks, right? Mr. Curtis?
right.
And that's why it's
Deflates
so
and
hard to
squeezes.
see. It's so rare to see it. Yes. Okay, none of this is... Okay, we should say, none of that is actual truth from the Pokedex.
No.
It's just Mr. Curtis's theory. And it's fine to
That's
have as a
right.
theory, but unless it's in the Pokedex, it's not confirmed.
If you go back to our lesson on Clefairy, you can hear all about it in detail. I suggest it. Actually, required reading for this week's midweek study session.
But there's going to be some swearing in that one. Uh-oh. Watch out, little listeners.
Oh, watch out. That's right.
Learn some new words.
You'll learn some naughty words in there.
But yeah, so we have learned about Clefairy and Clefable. But today we are learning about the pre-evolved form of those Pokemon, Cleffa. And honestly, Cleffa is kind of just like a little baby Clefairy. It looks pretty much the same, just smaller. I am kind of vamping and kind of trying to draw out the time while we wait for the okay.
Oh, hey!
there's
To knock, Eleanor.
Welcome, Eleanor. Cookies were bussin' on God. I gotta tell you.
Okay, so she did make cookies.
I mean, the cookies we had yesterday when I came to visit.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you were here yesterday and you didn't come visit me in the shack?
Now, Corbin, you were supposed to share those cookies with everyone.
No, you said they were just for me. The jig is up. Okay. Yes, they were for everybody. She's right. I'm sorry. I got carried away for breakfast this morning. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Not to worry, we can make more later.
Yes, we can have another batch later. That's fine. We can do that. That's fine. Is that a Cleffa? Is that a Cleffa that just walked in behind them?
Here they come.
Yes, okay. So that's okay. There's a lot pouring in.
Oh, there's so many.
Oh, there's so many. Oh,
Forgot
okay.
how many we had.
This is such a rare happenstance to see all of these so close to each other.
Stay back, Professor.
Take it in.
Stay back.
They're not dangerous in any way.
They're overwhelming.
Oh, hi. You're really
Keep staying back.
I'm gonna
Stay
name
back, you
this
little
one.
pointed.
I'm gonna name this one Shannon,
Creatures.
and I'm gonna name this one Handlin, and I'm gonna name this one Brandon. Oh, Brandon, that's the name of one of our patrons, by the way. I'm gonna name this
Oh.
one McKenna LaHanlin. I'm gonna name this one Stanley, and I'm gonna name
Stanley.
this one Bannon, and I'm gonna name this one Hannon, and then I'm gonna name this one Steven.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you guys are so cute. Hi, everyone. Corbin. He's so
All right, and then let's get a quick roll call on those names one more time.
Don't
One more
ask.
time, please.
I've already forgotten them because they're so cute.
Well, I didn't forget Brandon.
Yeah, Brandon. If we're gonna remember anyone, Brandon is the one to
Well,
remember.
this one, I know that one. That one's definitely Brandon. The one that has a little curly cube right here. This one's Brandon. Brandon, you
They
are
all,
my
they
new
all
buddy.
have curly cues.
But this one has a longer one. I can see it.
Okay, well, you know what? How about while you're describing them, go ahead and just describe give us the Cleffa experience.
Oh, let me talk to you about these Cleffa here. Cleffa, a cutie patootie, let me tell you. Very small little baby orb looking thing. It's small, but it's got a somewhat spherical body, but it's got these two big brown ears. They almost look like horns, but I think they're big ears. And it's got two little tiny nubby hands and two little tiny nubby feet, and then a little curly, little wispy thing, kind of like I have going out the front of my hat, except yours is pink and mine is, blackish blue. And then they have a tiny little curly little butt tail. And then, little rosy little red cheeks, and that's about it. It's a cute little baby.
Rosy red cheeks. What? So, what if they were to stick their hands out, just out to their sides? Well, actually, they don't even need to do that. What do you think that these Cleffa kind of look like, Corbin?
I'm looking at one right now. What do you mean? They look like a star.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They kind of look.
You
little
are a
bit
star,
like
Brandon, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Well, they're all stars.
Hey now.
If you pick them up on the back like this, so that they can stick their arms and legs out, they look just like a star.
Don't flip Brandon over. Can you pick?
See, Brandon?
All right. No, stop.
Brandon, your best star impression. Go.
Wow.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I mean, he did
Very
do really
impressive.
good.
That's very
I don't think he actually did, but I think he kind of glinted in the air a little bit,
Just a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Eleanor, I'm sorry. You had something you wanted to say about
I hate to interrupt, but is it wise to make more cookies? The professor's looking a bit pudgy.
Eleanor!
Yikes, Professor. Yikes.
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
I'm so sorry about this, Professor.
that was-
Eleanor, please. Can I see you out in the hallway?
What?
That's not appropriate.
I'm sorry about her. She shouldn't have commented on your fatness.
No.
That's
It's listen. It's fine. I'm just having.
No. I'll be back.
I
in a minute.
did
I'll be back
gain
in
a
minute.
little bit of
Eleanor,
weight, but it's
That's
fine.
Eleanor,
That's
come on.
uncomfortable.
Where are we going?
Listen, hey,
Sorry.
listen. We all know that sometimes old people just say things that come to their mind. They're from a different generation. She couldn't possibly know.
It's unacceptable.
Okay.
Is everything
No.
okay, Mr. Curtis? Hello?
Mr. Curtis, no. Listen.
No, you go back to Harold.
Listen. Mr. Curtis, get back in
Mr.
here.
Curtis, let's go. We have a lesson to do. Come on.
I'm coming.
It's fine.
Listen,
She
listen,
probably didn't mean it.
I'm so sorry
Listen,
for
listen.
him.
She's all
No,
jacked up
I
on
know.
tapioca pudding. She doesn't know what she's saying.
It's fine.
She's
It's fine. I'll talk
lost
to
in the sauce. The sauce being tapioca pudding.
That's right.
It's okay. I'm so sorry about that, Professor. I'll have a more chat with the Rigsbys tonight. That won't happen again. I promise you that.
All right, we'll leave you to it.
Oh, bye all the Cleffas. They're all leaving.
Oh, they're all
Brandon,
leaving.
you stay. You have to stay.
He did a cute little double take there. That was adorable.
You have to stay. You're the cutest one, and I refuse to let you leave. Good boy.
Okay, let's start reading some Pokedex entries. How about that?
Okay, that works for me.
All right.
All right. The first entries come to us from the Johto region. The first one says, because of its unusual star-like silhouette, this seems unnecessary. People believe that it came here on a meteor.
Okay. Yeah.
Listen, Brandon, I don't think you look unusual.
A meteor what?
No, not as in it's more meaty than something else.
Oh.
It's the thing, the meteor.
Gotcha. Sorry.
The next entry says, when numerous meteors illuminate the night sky, sightings of Cleffa strangely increase.
So we got this, because didn't we establish that Clefairy was probably from space?
Yes, a lot of people believe that Clefairy does come from space. Much like Cleffa, it's not confirmed, right? There's no confirmation on whether or not it came from space. But Clefairy does also, there are certain nights where it comes out more often, right? Do you guys remember what that was?
Full moons, right?
Yes, full moons, exactly.
Gold star.
So,
Yes.
Thank you. I'm in the positive again.
No.
I
No.
cannot give out gold
Guys,
stars.
come on.
Listen,
but-
you already got gifted way too much gold starage today. You're on thin ice there, buddy.
Yeah, you're on thin ice for excelling.
That's right.
Cut it out.
I can't win.
Don't push your luck there. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, guess what? Life's not fair, Corbin. All right.
I know.
Anyways, so full moons increase the sightings of Clefairies, but for Cleffas, it is when there's meteorites illuminating the sky, or when there's shooting stars. But we'll talk more about that in a second. If the impact site of a meteorite is found, that rhymes. That's fun. This Pokemon is certain to be within the immediate area.
Because they come from it, or because they just like it?
Who is to say? Who is to say? Not these Pokedex entries, because they really dance around the topic much like a Cleffa dances around a meteorite.
That's
impact.
right. Am I right, folks?
Ah.
Okay, moving on to the Hoenn region. The first entry, and I believe the only one, says, on nights with many shooting stars, Cleffa can be seen dancing in a ring. I mean, it's like just like Clefairy, but like with shooting stars instead of full moons.
Right.
They dance through the night and stop only at the break of day, when these Pokemon quench their thirst with morning dew. Like, that's gotta be the most adorable thing, right?
I mean, honestly, I would pay... Listen, Brandon, I would pay good money to see you suck some dew off grass. Just throwing that out there.
Don't go tell Brandon to touch grass.
I said suck grass. Okay?
Okay,
that
Brandon is a
Sounds
distinguished.
far more insulting.
It's not insulting. Brandon, go suck some grass. Why are you giving me that look?
And
I
now
meant it
Brandon's
in a loving
crying.
way.
And now Brandon's
look
crying.
at what you've done. Look at Brandon. It's okay.
He
all right?
knows
You don't
I'm-
have to suck
okay,
grass.
it's a term of endearment.
here,
like
Brandon.
that's the cutest thing
All right.
imaginable.
You're not as cute as my baby Spinnerax, but you're pretty cute, Brandon.
Oh, now
okay?
he's coming
It's
back
not-
to me.
he's not-
Brandon, come over
he's
here. I
not
won't talk to you
deserving
that
of
way.
that.
No, I won't talk to you that way. I won't talk.
And he's walking right past Corbin and coming to me. Hi, little
Oh,
guy.
see, there you go.
Hi. Yeah, do you like to suck dew off of grass? Yeah. So, question. So,
Yeah, there you go.
is morning dew the only thing they drink? Like, are they just like dehydrating themselves while they're dancing throughout the night?
They
and then they're
spend
like,
a lot of energy, I'm sure.
well, I'm sure, but you think that they'd want to hydrate themselves throughout that entire process?
That's true. Maybe they just are really good at storing, dew or water for a long time.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they really only need to run off of a little bit of it.
They're just so excited about the shooting stars that they can't stop until they disappear. And then when they disappear, it's morning and there's dew. Oh wow! All of a sudden I'm
what
thirsty.
a treat.
What a treat.
I'm already
Living
so
like
thirsty.
kings.
I didn't even realize that was so. Hey guys, have you ever gotten so excited about something that you just didn't eat and drink for a long time? That's what the Cleffa do.
Okay.
That's what the Cleffa do.
As in, like, so, like, Mountain Dew is to Cleffa as corn dogs are to Professor Jacob.
You like corn dogs that much, huh? I'm more of a regular hot dog boy myself.
Really, I wouldn't have been able to guess. See, the thing is, it's not like I go crazy. It's like corn dogs aren't my favorite food, but I like never eat them. Like, I don't go out of my way to buy a corn dog. But if I'm like, I was at the Goldenrod City fair the other day, and like there was a stall that was selling corn dogs, and I was like, oh man,
wait, you went? I thought you said I asked you if you were going.
Yeah.
You said you weren't.
I was there too.
You guys said you
You
weren't.
didn't go?
Professor said you guys weren't going, so I said okay. I don't want to go alone.
Yeah.
So
I mean, Professor didn't invite me either, but I followed him anyway. I mean,
and also like when you texted the group chat that we have, I had already come back, and so technically I wasn't going because I had already gone.
but you guys didn't invite
I
me.
didn't invite anybody. I didn't invite
that's right.
anybody. All right,
That's true.
Mr. Curtis just came.
Yeah, I just showed up because I was following the professor. That's pretty typical, though.
That tracks actually. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, corn dogs were great. Get some corn dogs at a county fair if you can. Anyways, moving on to the Sinnoh region, actually. The first entry here in the Sinnoh region says, its silhouette is like a star. It is believed to arrive riding on shooting stars. Like, okay, I know, listen, we're all sitting here and we're all thinking of like, you know, a shooting star, a stereotypical like 5-pointed star shooting through the night sky, right? And then there is, of course, a Cleffa on top, and it's like, you know,
Just
it's put
riding
like
that thing.
Yeah, it's put like a harness on it like you would on a Rapidash, right? Like in a saddle.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it has its like little Cleffa hat and like its Cleffa cowboy hat. And it's just going like woohoo on the shooting star. That's like I know I didn't need to say it because that's what we were all thinking, but I'm just like confirming that's what we were all thinking.
Oh yeah.
Right. Of course.
Okay. Yeah. See, it doesn't feel like you agree with me. It feels like you're just kind of agreeing with me, hoping you might get a gold star.
I just wanted an invite to the fair.
Oh, don't worry.
He's
Don't worry.
So mad
That was all I
about
wanted.
that.
You know what?
Oh my God.
You know what? Look me in the eye. I am glad I ate those cookies. I'm glad I did.
Wow.
I'm glad I
Wow.
gave you guys any.
All right, fine. I did invite Mr. Curtis, and Mr. Curtis was like, "Hey, should we invite Corbin?" To which I said, "Who?"
It's true. I have the dictations here.
And he said, "Yeah, you're right." And then we went, and then we both got corn dogs, and we ate them, and it was so cool and so fun.
Oh yeah, well I told Brandon to go give you some loving because I know that you're neglected. You know, ever since that Gardevoir incident, I was trying to do you a favor.
There is no Gardevoir incident, and there never has been.
We heard
That's
about
right.
it. Professor Palm told us.
Don't you besmirch the professor.
No, Birch isn't here. He's in another region.
Don't you be Birch the Impressor, the Professor. Be Birch. Anyways, none of that's going in, which is great. Moving on to the next entry here in the Sinnoh region, it says, many appear when the night skies are filled with shooting stars. They disappear with sunrise. I assume after they drink the morning dew.
Yes, after the dew has been sucked.
And they quench their thirst so they can make a quick getaway.
Right.
It is often...
All right.
Okay. It's often seen when shooting stars fill the night skies. It is said to arrive riding on a shooting star. Cowboy hat and, you know, saddle. And
Yeah, of course.
Of course. All right. Moving on to the Unova region?
What?
Ooh.
No, it couldn't be, right? It could. Well, they have two entries here. One of them is a repeat of what we've already seen. But this one says, according to local rumors, Cleffa are often seen in places where shooting stars have fallen. To which I say, local to where?
Yeah,
the
where
entire world?
specifically? Just Unova?
Because everybody says that. Every single person says, like, hey man, you know where Cleffa are? Around meteorite impacts.
Shooting stars.
So Unova, you're not the only people that say it. So get that local stuff out of here.
Sounds a bit hostile.
You tell him, Professor.
Sorry, I know. I don't want to get hostile. It's the first. They're so timid with their Pokedex entries. I don't want to scare them off. All right, calming down, deep breaths. Moving on to Kalos. No, I'm just kidding.
Kalos has one too?
he
No,
tricked us. Okay,
Kalos doesn't
all right.
have one.
Oh.
Moving on to the Alola region. The first one says, on late nights illuminated by shooting stars, it gazes intently skyward, as if thinking of its home.
What? Home?
Well, home in the sky and space. See, that's so like.
I don't know. I think that confirms it. I think we get official confirmation today that it is of another world.
No, the only thing that we get is that it looks at the sky as the person who wrote this thinks a person who's thinking of home looks when they're thinking of home, right? We're not guaranteeing that it is thinking of home when it does that. It's just saying, hey, it looks like it's thinking of home.
As if
Yes.
it's thinking of home.
Yeah, as if
As if.
it's thinking of its home. So like, yeah, if you put that kind of emphasis on it, it makes it sound like it's absolutely not thinking of home. The next entry says, because of its silhouette, it is believed to be a star reborn.
Okay, all
By
right.
who?
You know,
By who?
my mother tells me when she first heard me rap in the house, she said that she thinks I was a star reborn.
Is that what she said?
She has.
No, she was warning you to stop doing that. Because she had already warned you. She said, don't make me re-warn you,
No,
Corbin, to stop
you weren't
rapping.
there. You were not there. This is my story to tell, Professor. Not
Don't
yours.
Don't make me star to re-warn you.
Yeah, that's what she said.
You should have stretched before reaching for that, Mr. Curtis. That was bad.
Well, you know what they say, reach for the stars. Anyways, the next entry, but the end of that entry that I was reading says, for some reason, it loves Minior.
If only we could find out why.
Oh, I mean, if only. Maybe because it's thinking of home? It's thinking of its home?
Oh,
As if.
another star-shaped Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like, you look like me. Some people say that I have an unusual silhouette, but you look like me.
Hey.
One of a kind. Two of a kind now.
Yeah. The next entry says, on nights with many shooting stars, they gather in packs and dance in circles. If you should see them, something good will happen.
All right.
What do you think, like, what do you think you should call, like, a pack of Cleffa? Like, you know how they call, like, a pack of Murkrows a murder?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely got to be a shower.
Oh, man, that's really good.
That's really good,
A
yeah.
shower of Cleffa.
Shower. Or,
That's right.
hear me
They're
out,
a
bath.
I mean, a shower is so much better.
What about a...
Or,
They
what about
showered through the door.
this? A galaxy of Cleffa.
Ooh, that's not bad either.
Okay.
I like the professor better.
Yeah, so I think the clear winner here is a bath of Cleffa. So
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Put that,
Thank you.
Okay.
So we'll put that in. So a pack of Cleffa is a bath.
Yep.
And people are like, why is it called a bath? And you're like, because like it's like because a bath is almost like a shower, and then it's like a star shower. And I'll be
Shower,
like,
star,
oh, okay,
Cleffa's
I
a
get it. That
star.
makes sense.
See what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's more fun to explain it. It creates a fun conversation.
Yeah, and it makes you feel better than them when you have to explain
Right.
stuff to them.
Right, exactly.
Oh yeah.
All right, the last entry from the Alola region said to have ridden here on a shooting star, Cleffa seem to appear in places where meteorites have struck in the past. So, you know, the way that it's worded makes me think of, it just so happens that Cleffa, like, landed here on our planet.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you think if we were to go to other planets, we would see Cleffa running around?
I mean, maybe there's just Cleffa on the moon.
Cleffa, Clefairy. Yeah. I think for certain we'd at least see them. Maybe some Nidorans.
Oh yeah, like
I don't know.
the Nido Emperor or whatever it was, where that's on the moon.
Yeah, I think there's probably a few Pokemon that if we left the planet, we'd find them on other planets.
Yes.
Yeah, Cleffa. If Cleffa did come here on a shooting star,
Seems like it.
I mean, all of the Pokedex entries are saying
That
it.
it's either they do or they at least eat the dust from shooting stars. That's the only thing I can think of.
Just like you.
Got him.
I don't. I live on a very regulated, strict diet,
Oh, and you were telling me that you did quit shooting Stardust a couple of years
and
ago.
I did
so you're
quit
right.
shooting Stardust. You're very right. You're very
Yeah,
right.
whatever it is that you said. Yes, sorry to bring that up, Mr. Curtis. Moving on to there's nothing new from the Galar region. There is something from the Hisui region though.
Ooh.
It says in silhouette they resemble twinkling starlight. When shooting stars rain from the night sky, Cleffa gather in numbers and dance as though they are indeed the incarnations of the stars.
Oh, reborn.
Stars reborn, yes. Wow, that was such a beautiful writing. All right, so there is unfortunately nothing new from the Paldea region. Let's move on. I do have something here from the Lentil region, coming to us from Professor Mirror. It says, I'm sure you noticed those Cleffa dancing inside the cave.
What?
With a view
What cave?
of the
Where?
night sky. I don't know. It's such a weird.
What's happening?
Like, so this is, I've gone back and forth on whether or not I should include this because this is a photo dex, so it's kind of like a Pokédex. But it really does seem like Professor Mirror is like directly talking to somebody.
Like a friend.
Who took
Like
the
this photo dex entry is less of a a chronicling of the attributes of Pokemon and more like a text message between
talking to
a friend.
homie.
Yeah, talking to a bro. Anyways, they say, I'm sure you noticed those Cleffa dancing inside the cave with a view of the night sky. It's said that Cleffa first arrived here in ancient times riding on a meteor. Very similar to what we've already seen. Okay, now, let's quickly move on to some unique Pokedex entries. There's actually a lot here, so I'm going to try to get through them kind of quick. The first couple come to us from Ash's Pokedex. The first one says, Cleffa, the star-shaped Pokemon. Cleffa is the pre-evolved form of Clefairy. Their star shape has led some to believe that they reached the Earth riding on shooting stars. Strangely, many Cleffa are often found on nights of meteor showers. Shower, like a bath.
Yeah, like a bath.
Yeah.
And we have baths
Like a bath
of Cleffa, clearly here at the daycare.
The next one, again, comes to us from Ash's Pokedex. It says, Cleffa, the star-shaped Pokemon. Cleffa are said to form circles and dance as if they are flying on nights when they are... as if they are flying on nights when there are many falling stars. Yeah, that's the weird...
Easy read there.
wording on that one. Yeah, it was a hard one to read. Okay. The next entry comes to us from Dawn's Pokedex.
I mean, if anything, she's out of this world, like Cleffa. I think what happened is, I think Dawn and Cleffa
Okay, that's good. That's
came
good.
down
And that
from
is
the
enough
heavens
of that.
together. That's what I think happened. She's out of this world.
No.
Notice
Please
me.
excuse him, Professor. Please excuse him.
Please notice me, Dawn, if you're listening to this.
Go on,
please.
Professor.
Dawn does not listen to this.
What do you mean? I'm sure she's a really good trainer, but I'm sure she could learn a thing or two. I'm sure she's picked up this lesson series.
I don't know, Mr. Curtis. Is Dawn included in our roll call? In our roll?
Not of this iteration of class.
There's millions
she's an
of
alum.
names that listen. There's millions of people
Yeah,
that
and
listen.
Mr. Curtis has memorized them all.
That's true.
You
I know,
have not.
I know you all. Oh yeah.
You've memorized every listener's name.
Yeah. Look, we got Seth and Cedric and Simon. See? That's just some of the S's. You have no idea.
And we also have Dawn, but it's not Dawn like DAWN. It's DON, short for Donald.
You tricked me.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
she'll listen at some point, I'm sure.
She already has. She already passed the class.
She's an alum.
You taught Dawn?
Yes.
She's an alum. Yes.
You
She's an alum.
you taught my princess?
The years go by. It's so hard to remember.
Oh my God! It's like I feel honored to be taught by you now for the first time ever. You taught a celebrity. How does that feel?
I've taught many celebrities, honestly.
That's
and
true.
really, it kind of just, it just slides off my back like water off a Psyduck, honestly.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Mr. Curtis, I'm starting to see why you like him so much.
I know. Isn't he such a great professor?
You know what? I almost like him less now that he likes me. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Did you ever shake hands with Dawn? And if the answer is yes to that question, can I smell your hand?
Hey,
I'm gonna read.
Hey, I'm gonna spray you. You better watch it. All right. Keep your hands to yourself.
All right, everybody, let's reel the class in a little bit. All right, so the Dawn's Pokedex says Cleffa, the star-shaped Pokemon. It has the silhouette of a star in the night sky, and some believe that Cleffa ride on shooting stars. And then the next unique entry comes to us from Go's Rotom Phone, which I think we can all agree is a Pokedex.
Sure.
It says Cleffa, the star-shaped Pokemon, a fairy type. Because it's shaped like a star in the night sky, some people believe it has celestial origins.
Ooh.
Yes, as in from space. Ooh. All right, I have one more unique entry. It comes to us from Professor Neroli, so it is it's a sleep study. It says its body sways as it sleeps, as if rocked in a cradle. Its swaying silhouette looks just like a star that twinkles in the night sky. Oh. Like if you squint your eyes really hard and then shake your head.
Yeah.
And then it kind of looks a little bit
Give yourself a
like
concussion. It looks just like one.
Then it kind of looks like a star twinkling in the sky. And you can quote me on that.
That's right.
All right. So yeah, that does it for all of the Pokedex entries that we have on Cleffa. Actually, a surprising amount. Not
lot.
gonna lie, there's a lot about this little rascal.
Kitty.
It's not a kitty.
I said cutie.
Oh, okay.
Is he cutie?
I thought you were saying skitty over and over again.
No.
Okay, so I think it's time that we do the testing portion.
Time to
I don't wanna take a
pull
test.
out your Rotom
I want to
laptop.
play with Brandon over there.
Well, here's a cool thing. Now this is like my
away
favorite part
Pokedexes.
about
Shut up.
taking tests, Corbin. My favorite part is that you don't have to want to. You only have to do it. That's like,
true.
which is so cool about it.
Feels like
and I think you're gonna like it today, Corbin, because today we are doing a poem.
Oh yeah!
Aw, Professor.
I love
Are you
it.
sure we can't do a quiz?
Oh my goodness.
No, so let your creativity blossom and bloom. Rhyme if you want to. It doesn't have to rhyme.
Room.
Across the room. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Now,
Bada bing, bada boom.
if you decide to do a haiku, I request at least 2 haikus.
Ooh, is that what we do? 2 haikus for me and you?
Haiku is so short that I feel like you should do 2 if you're gonna do 1.
What about you, Mr. Curtis? Do you think you deserve this? 2 haikus for me and you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I would never challenge the professor.
You have 1 minute starting 30 seconds ago.
Wait, what? To do what?
Go.
What?
Go.
No.
Go.
Go.
Professor, I have written something extraordinary.
I hope it's a poem.
It is a poem.
Okay. Would you like to go first, or should I maybe I should let Mr. Curtis go first?
Well, let's start with the crappiest one first today. Let's go Mr. Curtis go first. Mix up a little bit. That feels wrong. I'll go first.
I don't like that. I don't like
I
it.
can do that. I can do that.
Get it off. Ew.
This one I wrote for my dear friend here, Brandon. I call this poem B Baby. Here we go.
Does the B stand for Brandon?
Brandon. It stands for Brandon.
Okay.
Here we go. Beautiful bouncing baby boy, star-shaped and full of joy. Did you come from the heavens, the field of stars above? Something out of ancient legends, a cosmic child of hope and love. Ride your star straight to my heart, shooting freely in worlds apart. Are you a dead sun born again? My sweet, gentle, celestial friend, let's take a bath and dance tonight until we see the morning light. That's it.
Ooh.
Well.
Yeah, and then what are you gonna do when you see morning light?
We're probably going to suck some dew.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, Brandon. Yeah, that's right, we are.
Yeah.
Dude, just crush some morning dew.
That's right.
Just pound it back.
Woo! Take shots of morning dew. You feel me?
Yeah. Great. I like
That's a
that
good.
you-
Hey, that's a good T-shirt poster. Sorry, that's a good
Shots
T-shirt
of Morning
idea.
Dew?
That's a good
Oh my
T-shirt
god.
idea.
Oh my god. And it
it's
looks
in the
like
Mountain Dew font.
Yes, that's what I was gonna
It
say.
says
yes.
Morning Dew, but it's in the Mountain Dew
Mountain Dew.
font.
Oh
and it's
my
got
God.
a Cleffa on it sucking some grass.
Fucking some grass.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
my
that's
God,
a
I love
top
that.
5 T-shirt idea right there.
Wow.
So excited. So
Wow,
excited.
that idea burst out of my brain. I don't know. It was just like, that was such a good idea.
Man, we're on the same page, Professor.
Yes, thank you. Okay, hey, great job, Corbin. That was as always, an excellent poem. I like that you included, the bath in there. At first, I was like, oh, it's weird. He's taking a bath, and then I was like, oh wait, that's right. That's what a group of Cleffa is called. A bath.
Aha! You like that?
Aha.
I liked it. All right, now let's do the always hilarious juxtaposition of hearing Mr. Curtis's poem.
All right.
I hope you're ready to put that to shame.
And I snatched the
And
bottle
all
of
that-
syrup out of his hand, so I have it now.
Oh,
So he
No,
can't drink
Professor,
it.
I
The
can't wet my
syrup
lips.
is gone.
So go on. God, he's as dry as the desert.
If it was this professor. Cleffa,
Who is this old man that you've been replaced with? You never talk like this.
Cleffa, my little star.
All right, just give him the syrup. This is worse.
You're
Fine, take the
silhouette
syrup.
syrup.
Take
Oh,
the
thank
syrup.
you. Oh.
Like that's worse than the 5 seconds of slurp audio.
God, I don't know how that clears your throat. It's full of sugar.
Oh, okay. Whew. Thank you, Professor. I mean, I wasn't gonna take you from I wasn't gonna take it from you, Professor, but I was getting a little desperate there. Anyway, Cleffa, my little star, your silhouette looks just like one from afar. People think you flew in on a meteor. When more of them fly through the sky, we get to see more of you jump and jive. All night long till the sunrise, drink your dew, feeling renewed, disappearing again until the next impact. Thank you very much.
Man, Mr. Curtis's way
Keeps you
of
guessing.
poem writing keeps you like
Keeps
off
you
balance.
on your feet the whole time.
He keeps you like off balance the entire time. You never know when a rhyme is gonna hit. Like
No.
it might be the next word. It might never come at all.
That's right.
You never know.
You never know. It's fun, honestly.
That's a word for it.
All right, thank you, Mr. Curtis, for that.
Thank
that
you.
Wonderful poem. All right. Again, as always, poems are kind of like free days, so everybody gets full marks. And you know what? These poems were very good. I had a lot of fun listening to them. This has been a very poem-filled lesson, hasn't it?
I love it. I want more like this, Professor.
Well, we'll see what we can do in the future. But that's gonna do it for today's lesson on Cleffa. Does anybody know who we're gonna be talking about next week? It will again be in the daycare in this little extra room here that I've rented out for a couple of weeks. So
is it another baby Pokemon?
It's another baby Pokemon.
Is it Decidueye, Professor?
That's not a baby Pokemon, you absolute moron.
It's a baby Pokemon. I'm yelling into his ear right now. It's a baby Pokemon.
Baby. Not a final evolution, dummy.
Oh, so Vikavolt.
Vikavolt, it's a final evolution too, dummy.
Oh.
Wow, I'm surprised that you know that, Corbin.
I know the thing or two.
I expect a
But
full
you're such a
essay
little
on...
cute little baby Pokemon with the electricity and the...
It's Turtwig, right?
It's not Turtwig, no.
Can we learn about Turtwig anyway?
Wait, what'd you say?
Can we learn about Turtwig anyway?
Pretty sure we had a whole lesson on Turtwig already.
Didn't we?
Yeah, it feels like we've already talked about Turtwig, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But no, next week we are learning about Igglybuff, which is the pre-evolved form.
No, that's Jigglypuff, buddy.
Okay.
No. Hey, don't you correct the professor.
So Igglybuff evolves into Jigglypuff, which
It sounds like a 2-year-old's trying to say Jigglypuff.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. And then Wigglytuff sounds like a 2-year-old's trying to say Jigglypuff too.
Yes.
All these names are very confusing, and they all rhyme.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But, maybe we'll do a poem next week, too. Who knows?
Oh, I would be down, please.
Oh.
I would be down bad, as people love to say. I would be down bad for a poem. Is that the right usage of that?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. In fact, never say that again. All right, so that's going to do it for today's lesson. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. So as we are talking right now, I believe there's voting going on for the next class president. We have passed the time where you can submit nominations, but we are deep in the time where you can vote for the class president.
Vote!
So if you click on, there should be a link somewhere in the description somewhere, and then on that link you'll find another link to a Google form.
It's not that hard.
Where you I know I am making it sound a lot more difficult.
It's not hard.
It's
It's in the description of this lesson.
Yes, and there you can read all of the nominees and their platforms, and you can make your vote on that form there. You have until the 28th.
The 28th. You got 2 weeks.
Yes, 2 more weeks
to vote for class president.
And then it's up. So make sure you get those in. Make your voice heard. Do your civic duty. If you want to contact us, you can do so via Gengar Mail or the Flying Pokemon themed social network site Twitter. WWO Pokemon is going to be your all-access key to finding us on those places. We also have a Patreon,
Woo!
believe it or not. And there's a
Popping
lot
off.
there's a lot of cool, fun things happening on that Patreon. I believe we've released our
Very first episode.
Nuzlocke episode?
Not lesson, episode of our Nuzlocke challenge.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
of our Nuzlocke
We're doing a
challenge.
Pokemon Nuzlocke randomized playthrough of Emerald version. You can check it out in our Patreon.
For the low price of $1 a month.
$1,
And then that also gets you access to so many things. It gets you access to the Discord. It gets you access to the outtakes and bloopers. It gets
That's it.
access to the Q&A. And of course, best for last, Mr. Curse's Doodles.
Woo! You want to see the doodle this week?
I can't wait to see it. And I really feel like our best work is going into that Patreon sometimes. And honestly, if we're making people pay for it, that's how it should be.
That's true.
But if that still hasn't wet your whistle enough, I believe tomorrow the second episode of the Nuzlocke will be coming out.
Ooh.
So yes, be on the lookout for that. Anybody else have anything they want to add before I wrap this lesson up? I'm
kind of craving some cookies. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, let's see if Eleanor's got some more cookies.
That's okay. I don't think we need to worry about Eleanor anymore.
Do you worry about yourself? How's that
Wow,
sound?
he's really broken up about Eleanor. She didn't mean what she said. All right.
Yeah, it's fine. No big deal, man.
It was not appropriate. Okay.
Okay. Well, anyways, until next time, class is dismissed.